Hello everyone, it's time for another Scrawlrbox video. So this month we're starting with the Color pencil, the graphite pencil. I got a 2B. I'm not sure if everybody got a different kind, but mine was a 2B, and I must say I really like it. I have quite a few of them. I originally bought them for my sketches on canvases before doing oil paintings, because they're easy to erase, they don't make a mess, and they also don't make any mud when you put paint on them. So I really like them. They're quite heavy. They're woodless pencils, so the whole thing is graphite, so they're really good. Next in the box are two Zig pens. One is a cartoonist mangaka, a 05, and it's black. And the other one is a flexible marker pen with a fine brush-like tip. They're both very nice. They have waterproof ink, smudge-proof ink, and they work great with water and also alcohol-based markers. Do make sure that you wait a while before you use the a marker on top of them. Make sure they're dry, especially with the marker pen, the one with the little brush tip, because it just applies more ink and it takes a little bit longer to dry. There are also 3 really nice markers with a brush tip and a chisel tip. They're alcohol based, and I found that they blended really well. I really love those colors too, so those are great. And a very nice addition to my collection of white pencils is the Stabilo All Surface Pencil. As you saw earlier, I used it to write a little message on my sharpener, so it's supposed to write on a lot of surfaces like plastic and glass and all. So you'll see in this video that it's a little bit smaller than when I opened the box, because before I did that little sketch, I used it in a colored pencil drawing, and I really enjoyed it. It's very soft. But let's get back to this challenge. So I used the Mangaka 05 for the line drawing. It worked fine, just like a regular fine liner. And the marker pen has a fine brush, so it's great for little details. That's a very nice addition as well. Also, you can make wider lines with it, and what I found was not very fun to color with it. I don't think that's what it's made for. It left a lot of streaks, so I don't recommend it for that. But later on I covered it up with the darker of my brush markers, so it looked better. But anyway, that was not much fun to do. But then the eyelashes and the finer lines were great. Now for the markers, they're really nice. I like the brush tips a lot. They blend very well together. On this paper, the Canson Bristol paper, it's perfect. You can see that I put a little piece of paper underneath just in case. It did bleed through, but not, well, I guess I should say you can see on the other side, you can see the marker, but it didn't really bleed through onto the paper that I put underneath. So that was pretty nice, and it's nice and smooth, so the markers really were gliding on the paper, and they blended very well. They stayed wet long enough to add layers, so that's a great paper for those markers. One thing that I found a bit odd is the marker with the cool gray number 2 color, which you can see I used for the face, and it's not quite gray, it's more blue to me, but it doesn't matter. I really like this color. I think it should be named something else, not cool gray. I used a white pencil for the highlights on the lips and on the hair. You can't see it much. I don't think it works very well on markers, because it kind of blends the color, so it turns into that lighter shade of that color. But it's very creamy, and I tested it with colored pencils and it works very well. So I hope you like this video. I had a fun time with this challenge, and I'll see you next time.